Oh, no! Round this way.
Worse, would have been on the roof, that would have been more difficult to load.
Well, my good old Corsair had wedged itself firmly in the tree. It took a lot of shaking and a lot of cutting and a lot of removal of branches to bring it down. Unfortunately, it meant that it left a lot of pock marks on the plane, and you can see here that I've started to fill with some very lightweight spac-based filler. You can also see at this point here that the landing gear assembly had almost broken through and there's a hole in the wing. Moving right along, unfortunately the back took a massive hit and it required quite a lot of work to restore it to its former glory. The nose didn't do too badly. Most of the damage was on the wings and the tail area. Repairs continuing. You can see that I have hinged using micro hinges the ailerons plus numerous body damage repair. You can see here inside the wheel well required quite a bit of work, as well as the right hand wing. I've covered up the wiring, but the hardest part was the tail area. You can see here that I've had to use plastic wrap. The cowling, now that took a lot of damage. I've filled in the screw holes so they're a little bit more rigid. I have added some carbon fibre since then as well, but yeah, it required a lot of filler. Once again, back over the wings, the leading edges took a lot of damage, a lot of dings taken out. But generally I was pretty lucky to get away with this in the state that it was in. And now for the rudder. As you can see, it was badly damaged. It's quite flimsy actually. So the plastic wrap is there in order to hold in the Tech Bond or Gorilla Glue, whatever you prefer to use. It helps stop it from overflowing onto the fuselage and helps it soak into the foam rather than going outwards. Took a while to dry, but it was easy to do. And now for a problem I had with the landing gear. So whenever I retracted the gear, the receiver would reset itself. Listen. So hear that little sound at the end? That was the receiver resetting. So I ended up fixing this. I ended up placing a separate BEC into the plane, 5 amp from Hobby King, and I ended up wiring up the landing gear's red cable coming from the gear directly into the red cable from the ESC. So therefore, the landing gear would power off the ESC and the receiver would power off the BEC.
Just keep it, get as much airspeed as you can on the ground, Simon, because otherwise it'll torque roll. And lots of rudder. Don't pull it up too soon. Just don't pull it up too soon. Beautiful. Perfect, Simon, perfect. A few more herbs. Oh! No, it's not. It's your prop. It's your prop. It's your prop. Bring her in.
That's okay.
That's it. Just
That's alright. You're fine. That's it. No.
no, bring her in.
Long grass over there. Come on.
That's it. That's it.
Perfect. Good dead stick, man.
Landed with, landed with a dead stick. Well done. Is it a bird? Was it the prop? Was it the bird? Was it the prop?
I thought it was a bird in the canopy.
It looked like a bird.
I thought the canopy fell off and a bird flew out.
Great dead stick too, Simon. Well done for bringing it back.
What's the whole
Spinner.
the whole thing? The whole collet, everything. Never mind. She flew.
Well done.
And Mr. Hobby King can supply a replacement.
Yeah, yeah. Well done.